Hello, and welcome to 8BITONION's Game of the Year Awards. So, first off, I have not seen anyone else's Game of the Year, not seen anyone else's top 5, because this is top 5. It's just going to basically be a list. I put them in order, which I vaguely agree on, but anyway. I would like to thank this year for having such a shit collection of games for me to look at. I mean, to be fucking honest, it's just a load of HD remakes. That's pretty much it. Anyway, but there were some gems. There were some gems that actually kind of got looked over, a couple of these. And one of them, it's debatable whether it was actually released in 2014, because it's been in beta for abso-fucking-lutely ages. Anyway, and that is my number 5 game of the year. That's Wasteland 2. Oh yeah. Hugely crowdfunded. It's amazing. It actually really I can feel it. I can feel the old schooly strategy RPG coming through. It is just absolutely wonderful. It does remind me of the original Wasteland and the Fallouts, which were inspired by Wasteland. I mean, by Fallouts I mean Fallout 1 and 2 and Fallout Tactics, which isn't really as different in its style again, because it was made by an independent company again. Well, not an independent. Anyway, I'll shut up about that. But Wasteland 2 is my number 5 game of the year. So it's very good. 70,000 Kickstarter backers. I have just seen that in 2.5 years in development. That's right. Anyway, moving swiftly on to my number 4 game of the year. Alien Isolation. Released 6th of October 2014. Yeah, I hate horror games. I'm scared of everything in the universe. This one was very good. It was incredibly reminiscent of the original Alien games. I'm going to say that the DLC is not worth it. None of the DLC is worth it because you just play it for the storyline. It had a decently length storyline. You can also sort of use it a bit as, I'm going to say, a bit of a benchmark for your system if you want to. I mean, not the same way that Crysis 3 is, or actually I can't think of anything else now. Anyway, not like Crysis 3, but you can use it because it's a next-gen game that does look very pretty, and you can prettify it to pretty levels. That's right. And I guess that's it. It's great. It just is. It feels there. You get scared. I never finished it because I was too fucking terrified. But then I've never finished Dead Space, and this was a lot better than Dead Space. I can fucking tell you that for sure. I've sworn a bit too much now. But moving on to my number 3 place. My number 3 place and number 2 place are contested by 2 things, so they can be interchangeable. This game was released on the 20th of May 2014. It is called Transistor. Now, it was made by Supergiant Games, who made Bastion, another fantastic game. Its soundtrack is amazing. Its visual quality, just how it looks, is amazing. And this is technically an indie game, basically. Well, maybe it isn't. Maybe it's a small game, but it's great. It shows you that the next gen isn't everything. That the graphics can be made using very simple things. It shows you storyline is still an immense part of all of our game playing experiences. It just is a fantastic game, and I would highly recommend to pick it up. Right now it's a Steam sale. That ends on the 2nd of January. This might not even go out this year. That probably shows you how lazy I am. It's there. It's there. Just go out, get it. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. Very good. And then we move on to the number 2, which is possibly the same as number 3. Wolfenstein: The New Order. 19th of May 2014. Wait, hang on, was that just released? It was released a day before Transistor. I didn't get around to playing Wolfenstein until pretty recently. Not absolutely recently, maybe a couple of months ago. But it was I thought it was just a rock hard shooter that just followed the same FPS rules, and it fucking didn't. It was a refresh. It was a nice refresher to show that they don't have to all be Call of Duty. They don't all have to be like that. It had stealth, yeah, but it wasn't about the stealth. It had fighting. It had dual wielding. Dual wielding, please guys, do you not realise how much we lost when we lost dual wielding? I think the last game I played which had dual wielding was Halo 3. Please bring it back! We love dual wielding. Not as much as we love jetpacks, apparently. But anyway, yes, I can play it at maximum settings. I could play it on maximum settings with my old CPU, which is kind of surprising, seeing as how amazing it looked. It has some graphical bits that just are a bit weird. Anyway, set in the future, if the Nazis had won the Second World War, it's absolutely amazing, and it just doesn't follow the FPS tropes. It has good story. It has good gunplay. It has good graphics, and it has good characters. Everything about it is great. I highly recommend it. I played it through in about 12 hours on hard difficulty. You could probably knock that down to probably about 8 on easy, because there was a lot of restarting going on there. Yeah, great game, brilliant. And now we move on to my number 1. Now, this is actually quite late, because I actually played this after Christmas. I bought it on the 26th and played it on the 27th of December. And I thought they'd fucked it up, because I'd seen a little bit of gameplay. I thought they'd fucked over us again. It's Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh, why is it my game of the year? It's made by EA. Well, it isn't. It's made by BioWare. BioWare are my favourite guys. I love Mass Effect. And I love Dragon Age Origins. I don't love Dragon Age 2. Just don't go there. I played it through with my imports from the previous games that I then sent to Dragon Age Keep, and it sort of fucked with a little bit. Like, it lost half of the progress in Dragon Age 2. Not that I really care. I wasn't going to finish Dragon Age 2 again. So you can just make that up. But yeah, graphically it looks wonderful. I can play it on maximum settings, which is kind of surprising. It's a great long storyline. It took me 45 hours to beat the game, I think. Yeah, 45 hours. Wow. And I didn't do everything. I didn't do anywhere near everything, so I'm going to start a new character who's going to do everything. That's going to take a long time, isn't it? Yeah. Great game. In the background, I think I'm probably showing some multiplayer, because I don't want to do spoilers. If you haven't got this, go pick it up. Go pick it up on PC. Please don't pick it up on console. The controls are just awful. I played Dragon Age 2 on a console, and then I moved across to PC thinking that... Because I originally played Dragon Age Origins on PC, and I was like, I played Dragon Age 2 on a console. And it didn't work out, and I was like, maybe this is the reason this game is shit, because I'm playing it with a controller. So I moved to PC, and it was still shit. So, there you go. But the controls were better. There we go. That is my top 5 games of the year. Wow. That is a mighty, mighty list, and I was actually struggling to get things on. I forgot about Wasteland 2, and I didn't really want to put Alien Isolation on here. I actually probably should have put Alien Isolation at 5. Anyway, thank you for watching. You've all been wonderful, and I'll see you later. I'm not dead!